Lightning Web Component Developer Guide we have. One second. So Lightning Web Component Developer Guide. Okay, we get started with the coding. So we want to write our first Lightning Web Component. So first of all, if you are here, what you need to do? Control Shift P. Control Shift P. Okay, in that, okay. If you want to reuse existing, you can reuse existing open folder. So these are all what folders which I created. Okay. If I want to use an existing folder, yes, I can use it. If I want to create a new one, yes, I can create it. Okay. Inside Salesforce, I want to create a new folder. SFDC 735. Okay. Okay, SFDC 735 is a folder which I created. Okay. Next, what I'm doing, I'm opening that particular folder, and this is a new folder. Nothing is present inside this folder. Now, Control Shift P, create project with manifest, then standard, then project name. Anything you can give project name. Give something that you like, and where do you want to create this project? I want to create this project under this folder. So under that folder, I'm creating a project. Okay. So now I will get all these things. Okay. Now the next step, what we need to do? The next step, what we need to do is Control Shift P again. And this time we need to log in. Okay. So for that, SFDX authorize an org. Okay. Click on this one. Here, which one I need to choose? Production, because I am using developer edition. If you are working for an organization, there you will put choose sandbox. Now here you can give any alias name. Just click enter. It will redirect you to this login page. Okay, done. I'm logged in. So authentication successful. Okay, fine. So authentication successful. Now next step, what I want to do, Control Shift P, click here, and then Control Shift P. Now after authorization, what I want to do, I want to create a new Lightning Web Component. Okay, so here SFDX create Lightning Web Component. Give some name, like I want to create a Lightning Web Component. sample file. Okay, just click on enter. Now force app main default LWC. Under this, I am going to create a lightning component for you. Is it okay for you or not? It is asking. Or if you want to put it at a different place, you can choose the directory. But I want this here only because all the LWC, I want to keep it at that place so that later it will be easy for me. Okay. So then it created a new LWC, and in that we can see sample5.html, sample5.js, sample5.js hyphen meta.xml. So these are the things that we have. Okay. So now what we can do is like how we have written what we want to see, that we are writing in the Visualforce also, in the lightning component also. Okay, in Visualforce directly page start with apex page and with apex page in between we are writing. In the lightning component, what we are doing, aura component starting ending aura component, in between if you write something that will be displayed. Similarly here, starting template, ending template, in between if I write something, that will be displayed as a in whatever information I want to display, that I can put it here. Okay, this JS is JavaScript. If you want to write that, you will write it here. Okay, meta, this will help you where you want to use this, lightning LWC component, that we can specify through in this meta file. So here I am making the change, exposed is exposed. Currently the is exposed value is false. It means it's not exposed to anyone, but I want to make it is exposed to true. Then only I can access this from somewhere outside and I can use it. If I don't want access, then I will make it false. Fine. So now let's go to HTML. Inside this HTML, let's do one thing. Okay. See, inside HTML, let's write simply hello. Okay. Simplify directly write hello world directly if I write some text. Okay. Next, go to JS. Okay. Inside JS, inside JS also, if I don't write anything, just keep it as it is. Okay, just directly I have written hard coded text here. That's it. Okay, now do Control S. Okay, after doing Control S, save all the three properly. How can you say whether it is saved properly or not? If it is not saved, some dot will come. If it is saved, into mark will come. It means it's saved. So after successful saving, again Control Shift P. This time what you need to do, deploy this source to org. This source means this code. Deploy this source to org. It means here we have written code in this offline tool. This is a offline tool. So if you want to write code, you don't need internet connection also to write code. You can write whatever you want inside this VS Code. After writing your code, you want to deploy your code into your Salesforce org. Then only you can see the result in Salesforce. Otherwise, you cannot see. That is why what I am doing, after saving this, I'm using Control Shift P and I am deploy this source to org. It means deploy this code to org. Org means Salesforce org. Click. Once you click on that, see it is showing that, okay, deployed source. So these are the three things that got deployed. Okay. Whether it's got deployed or not, how can I see? Okay, let's go to our org. Just let me refresh the org once. Okay, it's got logged out, so that's why I refreshed it. Okay, so now Let me go to developer console. Actually, whenever I am creating, see, whenever I am creating a new lightning component, we are getting like this: lightning tab, lightning page, lightning record page, all these things. If you don't select any of these things, then you can create the lightning component, but you can use that only in the lightning application. You cannot use this in any of these places. If you check this lightning tab, then that will be available for lightning tab. If you check this lightning page, then this will be available for the lightning page. Actually, what is happening when you, based on what you select, we are getting the code appropriately inside that one, right? So similarly here in the lightning web component also, here in meta file, targets, target 1, target 2, target 3, like that, we can give different targets where you want to display. Currently, I have not mentioned anything. It means I can use this in app only as of now. Okay. So sample 5. I am calling this particular LWC component in this application. Just save this one. Then click on preview. Now, hello world is coming, right? Is this clear till this point? Okay. Can you all do this? Very basic, very simple. Only change that what I have done after creating the LWC component into HTML event, and I just wrote hello world. That is one change. The second change is go to the meta file, and inside the meta file is exposed true. That's it. Make these two changes, okay, and see the output. How can you see the output? Inside developer console, already there might be an app for you. If app is not there, you need to create the app. If app is already there, inside that app, just C colon, call this C colon, you need to write the name of this lightning component. Samplify is the name of one lightning, the LWC component. That's it. All of you, please do it right away so that you will get some confidence, so that we will slowly increase the complexity. Come on, do it quick. Okay, deploy this source to arg. Exactly, you click this one, deploy this source to arg, or you tried something else. Lokesh, please confirm. Exactly, you used this one, deploy this source to arg. Lokesh. Yes, okay, fine. What error message you are getting? Just can you please put that error in the chat window or screenshot? Anything is fine. I'll make you co-host. Please share your screen, Lokesh. Yeah, please share your screen. I'll stop sharing. Yeah, please share your screen. Not video, man. Screen share, screen share, screen share option. I'm not saying video, screen share. You switched on video, Lokesh, not video. Do screen share. Okay. If you are on mobile, na, so I cannot do. Okay. That's co-host permission. If you connect from the system, I can give you access. From mobile, I cannot do anything. Others, anyone facing any problem? Are you able to achieve this till this point? Okay. Confirm me, guys. Is there anyone who is facing any other problem? I will give you access. You can share your screen and we can discuss. Else, please confirm me that you have completed till this point so that I can move to the next one. Please put it in the chat window if you have completed till this point. Okay, fine. So now here I have directly written some static text. So every time this will only will come. I don't want in that way. I want hello Rajesh, hello Ramesh, hello Suresh, like that. Different names I want every time. I want to show different name. Okay. If that is what I want to do, then I will do this one. What I will do is, okay, see here, I have written first name or name, whatever you want, you can give. Okay. Hello. Okay. Here I want to give it as name. Okay. How I am writing a variable, see here, opening with curly braces, closing with curly braces. After that, I am putting exclamation mark. Okay. Okay. So this is the change I made in HTML. Now in JavaScript, what change I am going to make is in the JavaScript, import lightning element from LWC. This is already there. Export default class name, extends lightning element. So these two lines are already there. Now what we need to do is export default class example 5 extends lightning element bracket open bracket close is there. In between these two brackets, export, inside export, in between these two brackets, we need to write whatever I want to do. So here I want to give name equal to Rajesh, for example. Okay. Here if I give name equal to Rajesh, now what will happen? Now so let me save this. So now here in the JavaScript, if I am giving Rajesh, my output should display hello Rajesh. Here, if I change the name from Rajesh to Suresh, my output should display hello Suresh. Okay, this is what I am expecting. So I made changes to HTML, JavaScript, and already Meta, I made it true. That's it. I am not making any change there. Okay, is this clear? So now let me save all the three. Okay, this one also let me save. Fine. So now what I need to do after saving, Control Shift P, this deploy this source to R. Okay. Now it got deployed. After deploying, let me go here. This is the one, right? Let me refresh this. See, hello Rajesh. I got it. Okay. So here, if you want to include any variable, you just need to put curly braces. Inside the curly braces, write the variable name. The same variable you can use inside the JavaScript. Okay. Okay. Please complete this one. Let's move to the next example. So from here, Rajesh to Mahesh, I'm changing the name, Control S. Okay. I'm changing in JavaScript. From JavaScript, it is coming here automatically. Now let me go here. Let me refresh the page. So hello Mahesh will come. Why it is not coming? Because I have not deployed. I have saved it. But after saving, what I need to do? After saving, Control Shift P, deploy this to source R. That I need to do. Okay. If I don't do that, it will not come. Okay. I have done that. Now go and refresh. Hello Mahesh. I got it. Okay. Fine. So please do this. Completed. automatically all these things will come. But by default, we are seeing these three. Okay, we can add these two. Okay, just component LWC folder structure. Just put the heading LWC folder structure. Put the heading LWC folder structure and take down this diagram. Okay, done. Note it down. Okay, see, we have already discussed regarding this one. What is camel case? Can anyone tell me what is camel case? Camel case, man. I already discussed. Forgot. Lowercase capital letters, you know, right? Meaning is same, but the style is different. That's it, right? Small letters, capital letters. Similarly, here we have camel case. Okay. We have used camel case in Apex as well. In camel case, what we are going to do in camel case, so in the chart window, I will write, for example, if I want to create a variable, okay, or Apex class, something, okay, I want to create account record. Create account record. That is the name of my Apex class. How can I write? Tell me. Create account record. If I write like this, it will throw an error saying that you cannot use the special character space while naming the variable or class. Okay, so if I write like this, I should not give, space. So if I write, then what is happening? Create account record. It is difficult to read. So that is why they started using camel case. In camel case, what happens? If you have multiple words, here I have create is one word, account another word, record another word. So total three words together we want to club and we want to form a single variable name or class name. So then we will write like this. So camel case, what it will do, without spaces, first letter, first word, first letter, you will keep it small. But from second word onwards, every first letter you will keep it capital. This kind of notation is known as camel case. If you keep the first letter also capital, if you put the first letter also capital, then this kind of notation is known as upper camel case or Pascal case. The name of this style of writing variables is known as upper camel case or Pascal case. Camel case means why it got this name camel case? Because have you ever seen camel? Camel will have a bump on its back. If you imagine, it is coming like this. Okay, that is why it got named in this way. Fine. So basically, what is camel case? You understood. Okay, right? If you want, you can write it in this way. It is legally accepted as a variable name by giving underscores. It is legally accepted, but we don't call it as camel case. Okay, you can give a name like this with underscores. That is correct only, but it is not considered as camel case. If you want to give it in camel case, just simply just write like this. Okay, now it is considered as camel case. Clear? So if you use camel case in Apex, all these things, but here we have one more new type of case style, that is kebab case. Okay, that is kebab case. Like camel case, we have kebab case. If I have three words in camel case, how I am writing? Each word I am writing first letter, first letter, small. But from second word onwards, how many words are there? Every word first letter capital. That is camel case. Kebab case is if there are three words. For example, here create, no capitals needed. Create, account, record. There are three words are there. If I want to use kebab case, I will put hyphen in between the words. That is kebab case. You have multiple words, separate the words with a hyphen. That is known as kebab case. So you put camel case, you put camel case and write down that example. You put kebab case and write down this example. This is kebab case. Camel case. Understood the difference between kebab case and camel case? Tell me what is kebab generally? In general language, what is kebab? So you put something in between and this side, that side, chicken piece. Same here. This is like, see, how we are treating it as there will be an iron rod. To that you will attach pieces, chicken pieces, right? So this line hyphens is there, na? That is like iron rod. This each word is a chicken piece. Okay, kebab is ready. Okay, fine. Write down this last point, this point. Use camel case to name your component. The component name you should give as camel case. But camel case component folder names map to kebab case in markup. Okay. Inside markup, see, this is a template, HTML. This is basically HTML code. Inside HTML code, I want to refer this particular component. So how I need to write? Inside markup, I need to write kebab case. So that will be linked to your folder name. Folder names should be in the form of camel case. Inside markup, we will write kebab case. So this and that will be linked automatically. Write on this point. Use camel case to name your component. My component. My component is an example. Okay. Camel case component folder names map to kebab case markup. In markup, to reference a component with the folder name my component, use this one. Okay. So you may ask, what will happen if I don't write this in camel case? If I give underscore my underscore component, okay, then it will not be automatically mapped to the kebab case. So if you use camel case there, then automatically it will be mapped to the kebab case. So that's why we prefer to use the camel case notation. Okay. Okay. So if you give underscore, then you need to write underscore inside the HTML. Okay. That's why we don't prefer this way of doing. We prefer this way of doing, where we will give camel case here, and inside when it comes, it will come it in the form of kebab case. Okay. Okay. Fine. And HTML file. Okay. The HTML file follows the naming convention component name dot html, such as my component dot html. A component's HTML file can have a maximum file size of 128 KB. Write down this point. A component's HTML file can have a maximum size of 128 KB. So a single LWC component will contain HTML, will contain CSS, will contain JavaScript. In that one HTML file can have a maximum size of 128 KB. Why we have this limitation? Because if you have written a code with lot of code, and if it is more than 128 KB, okay, then it will not load properly on the browser. Okay, so that's why we try to avoid such kind of problems by putting these kind of limitations. Okay. How to write comments? Okay. So in this way, we will write comments. First, less than symbol, exclamation mark, 2 hyphens. Here also 2 hyphens, right arrow. So the same thing that we follow in HTML also, the same comment notation that we follow in our Visualforce page also. The same thing here also. In most of the markup languages, we follow this kind of structure only. Okay, fine. Next, every component must have a JavaScript file. If the component renders UI, the JavaScript file defines the HTML element. If the component is a service component, the JavaScript file exports functionality for other components to use. JavaScript file in Lightning Web Components are ES6 modules by default. Everything declared in a module is local. It's scoped to that module. Okay, to import a class, function, or variable declared in a module, use the import statement. So by using the import statement, what I am doing, I am importing the lightning element from LWC. Lightning element is a module, okay, which is present in LWC. So that's why import lightning element from LWC. First, this one I am doing. After that, export default class my component extends lightning element. So everywhere this will remain as it is. The only thing that will vary is this one. Okay. Export default class, the name of the component. Here, if we give sample3, this in this place sample3 will be there, sample5 will be there. So the component name will come here. Remaining extends lightning element, everything remaining thing will remain same. If you want to include any JavaScript, then you need to write that in between these two brackets. See, after this second line, there is a bracket opening and closing, right? So after this bracket opening, I will write my code, whatever I want to put it inside the JavaScript, and I am closing that with this closing brackets. If you see my code, exactly the same thing I have done. Okay. See here in JavaScript, what I have done initially, import lightning element from LWC, export to default class sample5, extends lightning element, bracket open, inside bracket open, I am giving a value to the variable. So whatever you want to write, that code you write it inside these two brackets. So this is about the JavaScript of LWC. Okay. Okay, now make down few points on this one. Every component, okay, every component must have a JavaScript file. Okay, every component must have a JavaScript file. Next, to import a class, comma, function or variable declared in a module, use the import statement. This one, this line, these two lines you write down. To import a class, function or variable declared in a module, use the import statement. To allow other code to use a class, function or variable declared in the module, use the export statement. So if I want to use code that is written by someone else, already written by Salesforce, then I will use import and I will get that information. If the code written by me need to be used by someone else, then I need to write that inside the export. After that, write down this point also. A component's JavaScript file can have a maximum file size of 128 KB. Done. After completing that, write down these two lines. Write down these two lines. After writing these two lines, put example and write down the same two lines, but he instead of my component, write down the component name, like sample 5 I have used, right? My component, only that word will change with your component name. Remaining two lines will be exactly same. Okay, completed. Okay, fine then. Let's complete the remaining things in our next class. Okay, thank you guys.